Well, that was a lesson learned. I scooched my chair forward and kicked the plug out of my internet, my Infinity Internet tower. Kicked the plug out.
It's still telling me.
So, well, that was a lesson learned. I scooched my chair. Okay.
I don't know why I don't have you.
So, hello everybody. We are now here. You know, I enjoyed last week so much when I had that paint already on the screen and dry that I did it again this week. And I thought, you know what? I'm just going to put a little turquoise and a little blue and a strip of yellow across there. And I did it once and then I pulled it again and I thought, oh man, do I like that. But then all of a sudden, I saw something over here, and I thought, no, I need some more. I need 2 colors of water and 2 colors of sky, and next thing I knew, I did all of this. And I wasn't even sitting in front of the canvas. I was just kind of standing up going, okay, here we go. Yeah, here we go. And so I am having some fun here, trying to figure out exactly what I'm going to do, and I get it done quicker if I'm not waiting for something to dry. That is my base. So I thought, I'm going to do another base. So here we are. Bob's right here watching, peeking around the corner. And so that was turquoise and sky blue, white, and where's that other secret color? Where's it at? That's black. I wanted to tell you.
Still on? 'Cause it disconnected me. No,
So,
look at the internet thing. Is it still on?
Oh yeah, that's fine. I'm right here. Hi, Cher.
It disconnected me.
So Joy is reconnecting so she can join. When I kicked out the plug, I kicked everything out. I apologize for that. I just was trying to scooch my chair forward a little bit, and it never happened before because oh, you wouldn't believe what I did this week. Oh my goodness. Joy and I got home on Friday or Saturday from the live stream. And yeah, it was Saturday from the live stream. And then a Sunday night, it was raining. Saturday night it was raining. Sunday morning I got up and I thought I was going to go get something out of Joy's car, and I opened up the car. I stuck my head in and it was soaking wet in there. I had left the sunroof open all night with the rain. Oh my goodness.
Hi, Ruby.
So I closed the sunroof and I took the dehumidifier that we keep in the RV, which I do recommend for anybody that lives in the RV world. Gotta have a dehumidifier. And took it out there and put it in the front seat and let it run for 2 days. And you know what? It did a good job. It did a good job. So, I've got a new brush this week. I am excited to be able to use it. I hope it works like I want it to, because I'm doing a larger canvas this week. Larger brushes, larger canvas, smaller brushes, smaller canvas. And this brush here is for trees. I don't know if I'm going to be doing trees, but I'm trying to get some brushes that are specific towards needs that I have, because I'll tell you what, when you get the right brush to make the right thing, let me show you here. I was practicing the other day on doing 2 colors on a brush at the same time. You know, and this, just trying to get the idea of how to do, you know, a tree, how to do a shrub, how to do things like that. And so when I'm done with the painting on Tuesday nights, I take my leftover paint and I practice on another canvas. So working on that. So tonight, I'm really excited because I've seen some things in this painting that I really like. I was amazed at how just slapping stuff on real quick and putting some different colors in just looked this good already. I was like, I don't know. Do I want to mess with this? Is this pretty good? I could ruin this. And you know how I am, like, I don't know when to stop, but then again, I also don't know when to start because it looks pretty good. I'm scared to do anything because it looks so good. Ah, there it is. It's called phthalo turquoise. So I know what I want to do. So if you'll take a look right here, this is a darker color water and a lighter color water, which means this is deeper and this is shallow. But I see some reflection right here that I want to do. And then when I pulled this yellow across, it kind of died out towards the end here. And I thought, well, who's to say you have to be looking directly east when you do a sunset picture? What if you're looking more to the south, where the sunset is over this way, and then over to the south there's more clear sky and something else happening where it's going to be totally different, like some clouds and things like that. So I'm thinking, oh boy, I don't know what's going to happen today, but it's going to be good, going to be good. And so I've got to rub this out, and I'm going to just turn this over. Oh, yes I do. I'm on my last paper towel. Got to get another roll of paper towel out. What would we do without paper towels? I'm telling you. It's amazing. All right, Bob, help me out here. So, I'm wanting to do something else I got to show you too from yesterday. I went to the store yesterday, and when I walked out of the store, I got a gift from God. It was amazing.
Hi, Tim. Time for exploring. Did you mail his yet?
Yes.
Today?
Uh-huh.
Okay. He mailed your painting today.
Yep. And I did save $4 with pirate ship.
He did it through pirate ship.
And I don't know.
Do you have a tracking number? Do you know? We'll help send it to him. Yeah.
Let's see. There we go. Look at those clouds. Look at that. I'm hoping you can see that without the reflection of the light. Let me turn it so the light gets out of there. Maybe there we go. Those clouds were right over the store, right across the street. Amazing. That's, I would love to be able to paint.
It said cool clouds and the sun glowing.
Oh, I would love to be able to paint this. Had I walked out of that store with a set of paints in my hand, I'd have painted the hood of my car or something. Just to get the colors right. Oh my goodness, it was just amazing. And I thought, oh, how can I paint that? So that's kind of my goal today, is to put together some clouds and some distant sky and see if I can't do something amazing with this. And let's see. So that's going to be a lot thinner. So I'm just taking some white paint, and I'm wanting to.
Cher said that's God's painting, the clouds, the sky.
Didn't he though?
Yeah.
Wow.
And the lightning was just flickering in the clouds.
And so
I don't know if you got the lightning flickering.
I did. I got a slow-mo. Then my camera died. But yeah, we had a really amazing time. A beautiful time with the called Joy just to share it with her.
Ruby said, I agree, it's his painting book.
Yeah, he loves to paint clouds. Does a great job of painting clouds. And
Tim wanted to know, time for exploring. Will I need to put a border around the painting to put it in a frame?
it'll go right in a frame. It is a wood-mounted stretched canvas.
Okay. The other one was not wood-mounted, right?
Right.
Okay, so the other one that went to the other winner, Najuma, right? Najuma
Yes.
Brown. Hers is a different kind of a canvas.
Yeah, hers is a hardboard canvas.
Sometimes he paints with one kind of canvas, sometimes he paints with another.
Yeah, it's sometimes the size of the canvas, sometimes it's what's on sale. A lot of times it's what's on sale. Donny's
I figured, Tim said, cool, great to know. I figured, I saw MB Heritage Farms post something, and I commented on it because there's another charity thing going on. One of his friends. Now we met Michael and Bobby. MB means Michael and Bobby Jean. His wife Bobby Jean. They're from North Carolina, and we met them at the Mount Airy Mayberry campground meetup. And he's kind of a hillbilly looking guy with the big long beard, you know. But he's got a little farm going, homestead. And one of his friends is dealing with a wife that has some serious medical conditions, and so they're doing another charity thing, kind of like what they did for Toby and Rhonda, the funeral host. And so they're raising some money. So I said, we know Toby and Rhonda personally. They're friends of ours, and we have met them in person. But the other guy we don't know. But I said, you know, you could donate a painting, you know, to help their fundraising for their medical expense. Because they're going to have an auction for this YouTuber friend of theirs that is, you know, dealing with his wife having the medical issues. So I don't know anything about the details except for, I thought, you know, you would be willing to donate a painting.
They come for free to me, so I send them out for free. God has blessed me with.
Well, we've been using them as giveaways.
Yeah.
You know.
God has blessed me with the talent. I'm glad to.
He has sold some of the paintings.
Yeah, not for a year though.
Now, he hasn't sold them for a while, but he has sold some of the paintings. I mean, he has gotten $80 and $100 for some of his paintings. So they do have value to them.
Yes, and two of them just went for auction too. They went for $60 at an auction. And for Toby's auction, they brought $60. That was sweet.
Tara, I s- Tara said, I see a mermaid sitting on the beach.
Wow. What's she wearing? Can I keep this family oriented? I don't see her, but we'll put one in there if it'll fit. Yeah, just a little bit of shadowing under the cloud.
Hi, Dan the Mountain Man. How are you?
Hey, good to see you. Yeah, I think that's what I want. And I'm not getting from this brush what I thought I was gonna get. See, there's a bristle count with brushes. Some brushes are a 3-inch brush with 100 bristles, 3-inch brush with 300 bristles. Kind of like sheets on a bed. You know, you've got 300 count sheets and 1100 count sheets, and 1100 is real soft, and you can feel the difference between 300 count sheets. And carpet's the same way. There's so much per square inch on carpets, and that one just wasn't doing what I wanted. It's too
Dan
thin.
said he's doing good. He'll be over here next Monday through Thursday. I won't
Oh
be here.
no!
I won't be here, but maybe Donny can meet up with you one of the days because Donny will be driving me over to the Mount Airy area. I'm having a family vacation, but Donny won't stay there the whole week.
Aw.
Maybe on that Wednesday you could meet him because you have a live stream on Tuesday and Thursday.
Yeah.
And that'll give you something to do, is meet up with somebody. Hi, Jimmy. He just walked in the door and he texted earlier that he's going to have to leave you playing and go to sleep because he has to get up at 4 in the morning.
Yeah, those street jobs, they're merciless. They have to be out when nobody else is. Although we appreciate you working when very few people are driving. We know that's why you do that. It's safer for you too, of course. Yeah, it's not really what I want. Nah, it's not what I want. No, that's not it either. Boy, for starting out so good.
Donny is working on his hours. He's getting closer to the, he needs to have, in order for early monetization, he has to have 500 subscribers and 3,000 watch hours. He's got over 1,600 watch hours, so he's about halfway there with, a little over halfway there with the watch hours of the early monetization, and he's got about a little under 75 to go to get the 500 number. Hey, Spaceman! So if anybody has a little time when they're, when their phone is not busy, or if you have a TV that has YouTube or something like that, maybe put on a little bit of Donny's painting videos or something like that. Give him a little.
Give him a few.
A
Give him a few
boost
watches.
in hours.
Give me a few views. but we're not going to bother you about it. You know, what's worthy to be seen will be seen.
Well, the monetization is on Smoky Mountain's Blessed channel, and that's my income. So that's the main channel where we really need the views. But it would be nice. He's got a talent here. I'm looking forward to him being able to be monetized, you know, at some point, because he's got a worthy talent there. Oh, Tim said it's all in God's hands, but I might be moving to Kentucky next year. I think I heard you say that, Tim.
Well, that would be awesome.
Whereabouts in Kentucky? Because Tara is from Kentucky.
Yeah, Shelbyville. Look at that. A gnat's getting in on my painting.
Spaceman said he's very tired. He didn't get much sleep last night because of the heavy storms.
Yeah, we had a lot of rain, but no, and a little bit of thunder.
I was a little concerned last night because at first we weren't getting rain. We were getting lightning and thunder. And
it just missed us.
There was no rain for a while. So that concerned me because here we are, you know, in the mountains, and you don't want to have a wildfire, you know. So I was a little concerned, but finally the rain broke out, and then we had a really big rain.
Yeah, I hadn't thought about that until she brought it up.
I thought about it last night.
But you do need to have rain when you have lightning.
You need rain when you have lightning because
I hadn't thought about that. Yeah.
Lightning without rain can cause a fire. Tim, Time for Exploring said Somerset, Corbin, or London, Southeast Kentucky.
Southeast. Okay.
Spaceman said he was thinking about going to a concert tonight, but he's too tired to go.
Ooh, who's playing? All right, I think my yellow.
Jimmy Vaughn? Do you know that name?
Jimmy Vaughn. I've heard of Stevie Ray, but not Jimmy. Maybe they know each other. Maybe Jimmy is a descendant of Stevie Ray.
Tara said, good night. She's hitting the hay an early day tomorrow. Hey, Tara, Tim, Time for Exploring might be moving over there to Kentucky, to Somerset, Corbin, or London, Southeast Kentucky. Next year, he said. Spaceman says Stevie Ray, older brother, saw Stevie in '87. Tara said, exit 83 off of I-75 would be a good place to move. That's where the Buc-ee's is located.
She would know that.
Tara loves Buc-ee's.
Yep, you'd always be able to get a job there.
Tim said, nice, Tara. Tara said, the mermaid just jumped back into the water to find her bed.
Oh, because she's going to bed. I get it.
Yeah.
Mermaids get tired too.
Well, I saw a picture Tara posted with, she had like a mermaid blanket or something. She was sitting in the sand. She was on vacation with her family, and she put one of those mermaid blankets over her legs and had her picture taken. It was cute.
I was right about that. I need Mr. Sky Blue. Yeah. One thing I like about painting is, even if I can't fix it right now, I can fix it eventually. Yeah. There we go.
And
We
we
gotta
posted
remember.
a video on Smoky Mountains Blessed channel. If anyone wants to share that out that hasn't yet, appreciate it, because it is one of our neighbors that is selling his RV. It's the video that says like solar off-grid 30,000. Because if we help him, if my video helps him to sell it, he's gonna bless us. Because he was leaving town, he actually bought a piece of property in another state near his family, and I said, well, when he was getting ready to leave town, I said, well, if you want, I can vlog it and put it on the channel and maybe help you get it sold. And he said, well, if you we're trying to save up the money to buy a piece of property.
Yeah. Which is another thing, is the tiny house. I know.
Yeah. He can help.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I just, associate.
Okay, there, I found it. I found the
Not exactly.
You can see it. I'm not sure if you're moving. Tara the mermaid.
Terra flora, terra fauna. I need to go take care of something. I'll be right back. Oh,
And all I'm doing is spinning here.
I just went out and back in.
So did I. Before you disconnect from the.
All right. Now we wave the magic wand in front of the camera, and it's now there.
Okay.
So I lost you again. My goodness.
He disconnected. Like for some reason, his phone.
Having a little trouble with the Mr. Internet tonight. He's giving me a hard time. Oh, I keep forgetting which I'm in. I almost touched the ocean color to the. That was up too high. So we have to fix that mistake. Happy little accident. Not too happy with it. But that's the way it goes. Happy little accident. Happy, 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 happy. Happy, 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 happy. Do, 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 do. I tell Joy sometimes I don't know how to undo and get over some of the things that I do. Forgive me for messing with this painting. Do 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 do. Make me happy. Do 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 do. Make me happy. Happy, 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 happy. All right. A little bit more of that. A little bit more happiness. Right down in here. Gotta let go and let God. And He will take care of it. Okay. So we're gonna.
Tim said, I have a buddy in Oregon that is a camp host. They are fleeing the campground because of forest fires up there. Praying for everyone up there. Amen. That would be very scary. I know when we were covering the wildfires here, Donny was driving around and I was very scared. I was like freaking out because you don't know. You know, fire jumps. And Oregon is another one of those states where it's like mountainous, right? At least part of Oregon is mountainous.
Yeah, Mount Olympus, Mount Air or something. You know, that takes a few hikers every year.
Tim said, yes, many mountains. you know, in Tim said Big Mountains, Mount Rainier, and Mount Hood.
Hood, yeah.
You know, in Hawaii, over there on Maui, such a tragedy with the fires there that they just had. I believe it's over 100 loss of life at this point, and they expect it to be more. The Hawaiian Islands are like built on like lava rock, so unless you're at a beach, it's kind of dangerous to be at the water's edge there. And people, in order to save their life, because of they had no warning, the authorities did not warn them.
Well, sweetheart, they did not warn them with a siren, but they did warn them with radio, and like we get those warnings on our phones, like Amber Alerts and all that. They did do that. They did an Amber Alert type of alarm on phones.
Well, I just hear the reports that says they got no warning.
Yeah. Well, they got no warning sirens.
But anyway.
Anyway.
They were jumping into the water and holding on to rocks in order to not perish.
Amazing.
I just can't even imagine that. And you know, those waters have tiger sharks, which are highly aggressive. I just can't imagine jumping into the water. And then, you know, part of it was at night, right?
Yeah. Sorry, I don't know.
Hi, Ruby. She had to do something when she came back. I can't imagine being in the water and then it gets to the nightfall and you're hanging onto rocks for your life, you know. But see, Oregon has a coastline along the water too. I don't know where the fires are right now compared to the coast, but that just made me think of that, you know, because of the coast and everything. It's just can't even imagine the fear that people went through, you know, in things like that.
Seems like there's a lot of disasters going on right now.
There's a lot.
Just like the Bible said, in the end times, you know. And the difference people don't realize is, oh, well, we've always had disasters, but we haven't had them always, all the time, everywhere. It used to be one place in the world was having a disaster. Now, disasters are everywhere.
Tim said fires that he knows of in the Oregon area are up in the mountains. There's just more and more.
Yeah, there's more and more.
And fires and stuff in the last couple of years, and this year just seemed like a lot of storms.
Yeah, this has been stormy for us this year too. But we've only had like one really bad when the flooded everything.
Well, the straight line winds about a week ago took out a lot of trees.
Yeah.
Right here in this area where we're at. Just like, it was almost like it was following the road.
Yeah, a real real narrow band. A half mile either way, didn't have any problem. It was just that one spot where everything all of a sudden just
And there was a little bit on the spur.
Oh yeah, there was a few trees down on the spur.
But that's about all we saw was, you know, there was a couple in Pigeon Forge. But most of it was over here in Dandridge area. On the other side of us, and on both sides of us, really. And then the lake, Douglas Lake, which is Dandridge area, and Sevierville. Dandridge and Sevierville actually meet at the lake. Tim, Time for Exploring, said he has a buddy that lives in Gatlinburg and works at Dollywood. We go to Dollywood a lot. We actually go over there and then live stream from Smoky Mountains Blast channel.
I'm stuck.
It's a little tricky to live stream from Dollywood because they play a lot of music.
Yeah. They do make it a little difficult for us people.
And of course, whenever one of Dolly's songs is being played there, it's absolutely...
Don't even bother recording.
Well, I mean, it'll say definitely copyright hit, and you can't monetize this and that kind of stuff.
But that's okay. That's part of our job to work with that. Find out.
Sometimes I can delete her song though.
Right. We switch them out. We can get songs to switch out
Jim
sometimes.
said never been to Dollywood, but will eventually.
Well, it's definitely worth it. It's worth a season pass, actually. It's very good. We have.
Yeah, if you're gonna come multiple times in a year,
Even more than once.
it's worth
Unless
the
you're only
season
sure you're
pass.
coming once.
We always said that about Anakista too, and then the price of Anakista tickets went way up. I think it seemed like it doubled. Anakista. I was kind of surprised how much of a jump it went. The one thing about Dollywood is it's kind of a place for everybody because Donny rides roller coasters. I don't ride roller coasters. But Dollywood has way more than roller coasters. Dollywood has a couple of, it's got kids rides too, but it's got, you know, like a train. A steam train. If somebody doesn't want to ride a ride, they can ride the steam train. It doesn't cost anything extra to ride any of the rides. And they did add that one family roller coaster, but
The Big Bear.
yeah, it's still a bit much if you're not a roller coaster person because it tilts you and you can still get a little queasy. but it's got the shows. They have so many shows there in a day, and when you pay for the ticket to get in, whether it's a season pass or if you buy a day pass to get in for one day, you get to go to all the shows. And then it's just got cool theming all the way around the park also, which is very cool just to walk around and see it.
Mm-hmm.
And then
and live shows during the day. You know, the Roots band plays.
And they do have good food there too. Tim said, I grew up in Toledo, Ohio, and went to Cedar Point all the time. 15 world record roller coasters are there.
Yep.
Was that the one you went to as a kid too, Donny?
Yeah.
Yeah, because Donny grew up in
Toledo, Ohio.
Toledo, Ohio. That's funny. You both grew up in the same
I lived.
city.
I went to Whitmer. Where'd you go? What high school did you go to? When did you graduate? That's interesting. That'd be interesting if we'd met before. That'd be cool.
Okay. Tim said, I went to Whitmer class of 91.
Ah.
Lived behind Greenwood Mall.
Huh. Well, it's class of 77. So I don't think we were there at the same time.
Tim said, Alexis and Lewis area.
Huh. I was Secord and Central. I lived near Secord and Central. I don't even think we'd had the same teachers after that amount of time.
Tim said, okay, very funny. How many high schools did they have in the area? Did they have?
Well, my high school had 1,039 people graduating.
Okay, but I mean, how many high schools did they have?
Oh, plenty. A dozen, at least a dozen.
Oh, okay. And
There's
with a
Savannah.
dozen, for the two of you to actually go to the same high school
Yeah.
is very, very interesting. And then you're both military too. You both had a.
We both wanted out of there, that's for sure.
You both
We both wanted out of there.
had a thing where you joined the military.
He was.
Served
Which
the
one did he?
country.
Which one did he join?
What service were you in?
Oh, did he say Army? Was it or?
Toledo is a bigger city than most. Go Navy, he said. My dad was Navy.
I'm trying to soften this sunset.
That's just one of those it's a small world moments, right?
Sure is.
It's a big world, but yet in this moment, it's a small world. You guys went to you were from the same city and went to the same high school.
Amazing.
Huh.
That is amazing.
Tim said exactly.
Okay.
Thanks for joining us, Tim. He's got to go help a friend in 5 minutes.
And thank you to Spaceman for last week, helping me last week when we had our teeth pulled. We weren't feeling too good.
Oh yeah, yeah. Thanks,
And,
Spaceman, for talking when I had an abscessed tooth, and I had to have it pulled.
Yeah, we had emergency. Well, I'll tell you, God really did us good too. We didn't have anything, anywhere to go, what to do. We went to the emergency clinic, and honestly, they were honest enough to say, listen, we really can't help you. You know, because it costs $150 to walk in there. It's just $150. You get x-rays, all the help you need for $150. It's one straight fee. She said, honestly, you know, we can do a few things, but it would be better money spent. And I appreciated that, to just go to the emergency room. Well, wouldn't you know, now this is God, that a lady in the emergency room had just been to the dentist and had teeth pulled.
But she worked for the hospital.
And she said, oh, I know exactly where you need to go. You need to call them right now. And I called them at 6:38, figuring I'd leave a message. Because you know dentists, they're off on Thursdays and they're this and they're that, and they're never around when you need one. They answered the phone. And she said, where are you? And I said, well, I'm over here by Buc-ee's. And she said, well, get over here right now. Oh my goodness, is that God or what? And I went speed limit, but I raced over there, and we got there a few minutes after 7. It turned out they closed at 7, but they stayed open for us. And we got there, and they took us in and took Joy's tooth out. And then I said, you know, I got a sore tooth here. I lost the crown about a year ago. Well, 2 years ago, I lost the crown. And
the nerve was exposed.
And the nerve is exposed because it was never rooted. And she said, well, we could take it out and we'll just set you up. Boy, next thing I know, I'm standing in an x-ray machine getting something circling around my head like I'm the planet and it's the moon. And it circled my head, and then they gave me a numb thing and sat me in a chair, and next thing you know, I'm like, wow, free from that tooth. Can you believe it? And then Joy comes walking around the corner. Da-da-da-da-da-da. She's all done already. What? I thought I was going to have to hold her hand or something. No, they were quick. I think that's one of the ways they do things there, is they just boom, 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 before you have a chance to think about it. I thought.
And he was giving me Novocaine shots, you know, and I was like tensing up, you know, because the needle going in was hurting. But he'd already put some of that little whatever that's gel stuff.
Numbing gel, yeah, before he gave you the shot.
And so, but still, this needle is very you
feel the pressure and the injection, yeah.
And so it was like I was like, oh my, you know, I was tensing. I was like, ah. And he goes, the more shots I give you, the less pain you're gonna feel when I take it out. I'm like, I know. Hi Brenda, how are you? she said, a beautiful painting, Donny.
Thank you. We're just about to wrap it up here. Just about to wrap it up. I think I'm gonna put a little, where's that? There's my special bobby blade. Uh-oh. I left the kitchen light on.
Spaceman said you're welcome for helping out.
Yeah.
He said y'all have a good night.
He's going to bed now?
Yeah,
I'm glad I remembered to say thank you, because I didn't want you to be already offline before you heard me say nice things about you. So we're going to just put a little bit of ocean waves right here. And bring in a few waves. Right there. Boy, I didn't even know I was going to do this.
Spaceman said, LOL, Donny.
Yeah. Everybody compliments me after I get off. So we wanted to make sure. I'm glad I caught you before. Yeah.
Well, Spaceman, when we get our property, we're expecting y'all to come over.
Yep.
When you come to town, you know.
Yep. Now that looks like a tsunami. It's going downhill like, oh. Oh, I like that ocean though. That looks really good. I wonder if I should just brush that out a little bit. Yeah.
Shout out to Cousin Eddie, because he sometimes is watching in the background, or he'll watch the replay. And we want to thank everyone that watches the replay or is watching on the TV, because we know we have a lot of viewers that watch on the TV or they'll watch the replay, and we appreciate you. We want to just say thank you, because that happens on
and then we know you don't have time to be there all the time for us, but yet you come in and be a blessing anyway. That's so sweet. So sweet of you. So, work is good. Things are good at work. Things are good at house. We're doing good. And God just, I mean, honestly, you know, Joy being Asperger's and all that, it's difficult to take care of her in some ways because it just doesn't click in her mind. And so I have been so blessed to be able to talk to Nisi and get some understanding of how to understand my own wife. She's been very helpful in some advice on understanding. That's been great. That's been great. Yeah. Almost wish I'd have made those waves the other direction. Okay, well, I'm about ready to sign this. I'm looking at a few things that might need a little bit of tweaking. I don't like these like right in here, we need some white clouds that are reflecting the yellow. Right there and right there. And that would put a little, and then we put a little yellow right there and right there. Right there.
I have to fix the links because they're not going to the channels right now.
Yeah. So we thank you for being here. So kind of you to come and be a part of our lives for this evening. Thank you.
Ruby said that was right on time and when you needed it the most.
Wasn't it though? That's what God does. I said, Lord, I said, take care of my wife. Help me, you know. I need you to do this for her, Lord. Do this for her. I don't know what to do. I need you to do this for her. And wow, did he come through.
Because here's the thing, like Nisi, our friend, who deals with high-functioning autism, she told Donny that she has a hard time communicating when she's in pain. And I always said that I had a high pain tolerance. And then when something would hurt, it would be to a extreme level for me. Otherwise, I just kind of push through it. And if someone would go, "Are you okay?" "Yeah, I'm fine. And that she did the same thing. And so she said her husband. Did you already say this? Her husband.
I have not.
Her husband had to figure out other signs she was having to tell him she was in pain. Like she would get grouchy or grumpy or
Dehydrated.
She would be dehydrated, and then the pain would be worse. And that's a sign.
Right.
That's an Asperger's sign, is dehydration, not drinking enough, you know, to stay hydrated and not in pain, and things like that, you know. So she was teaching Donny about like signs that her husband figured out that she goes through, so that he can look at those signs for me. Brenda said, God is good all the time, and all the time God is good. Amen. So, so Donny's having to learn
sign language.
Patience, and not sign language as in
fingers.
Someone who is deaf, but sign language as in what kind of signs is my Asperger's high functioning reacting to.
Yes. What a long name for wife.
Ruby said, you have a good night and beautiful painting as always, Donny.
Thank you. Good night.
You. And so I got to the point though, I didn't know how to tell him how bad the pain was. I was trying to tell him, but yet all I could do was say, I wanted to rip my face off.
Right, that's when I knew.
He said, "Oh, that bad, huh?"
Finally.
That's the only thing I could say to express to him how much the abscessed tooth, infected tooth, was feeling.
Isn't that amazing? You know, you just have to wait for, you don't, that was just amazing to me.
I'd already been through 5 days of this badly infected tooth, and this other dentist wanted me to wait another 4 or 5 more days, and I was like, I'm done.
Yeah, I think it was, wasn't it Wednesday?
Thursday,
It was Thursday.
and that's when we got in, Thursday.
That's right, because I wasn't able to do my Thursday night.
Right.
That's right. Hopefully the world survived without my Thursday night. I've had a few people from India watching my videos now, because we have an evangelist friend over there, and
that we help support.
we definitely are supporting.
We've known him since Bible school days, and he is a evangelist over. He goes over to third world countries, and he evangelizes over there and ministers and prays for people.
And he is having miracle after miracle is happening for him. And we are just absolutely thrilled to be a part of what he's doing. He's had his tests and trials. And God is now, I don't know if you were paying attention, but remember how the ocean went the wrong way. The ocean was looking downhill, so I had to bring in some more land to redirect the ocean. And by bringing in a little bit more earth and bringing it into the water, that pushed the ocean down. It used to be way up here, now it's down. And that'll help that I can actually do some more sky right here and bring the ocean down just a little more, and that'll be even more helpful. And that was exactly what it needed. That gives me the feeling like, okay, I've done a painting now. I really needed to see exactly what that just did, to know that
And the next day, if he's not, next time he touches it, sometimes he adds a little more touches. Just
yeah. It usually takes me a week or two, and then Joy and I will pick out paintings that we want to give away, and we'll say, this one's good, this one's good. Oh, that one needs something. That one needs something. That one just needs a little bit of this, And then we'll agree on what we can give away. And
because we've been giving away paintings for people's milestones. Some people that watch our channel, if they're a creator and they have a milestone, then we've given a painting. And then we've also given a painting to people that aren't creators, and they just had like a fundraiser for a financial need or a medical need they had or something.
yeah.
Plus, Donny has to get his painting for his 400 ready. I don't know which one that is anymore because he's changed it up. He's got to get that together so we can pick the winner of that.
Oh, I thought it already had a winner. Oh, that's right. That was the one where you counted it up.
Well, you have to pick from the people that left a comment on that video.
Yeah.
And then we'll be giving away on for the Fall Fest. The Fall Fest videos we'll be giving away for that. From Storyteller Donny, Smoky Mountains Blessed, and Smoky Mountains Nature will all be giving away one of Donny's paintings to the to that contest. Maybe even probably two paintings each, because you have a semifinalist and you have a finalist.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then what else then? Oh, and then we've got some milestones to give away from. Hi, Maritza.
Yeah, see, I brought the... So I can bring the ocean down a little bit, and then I bring a few little waves on the shoreline over here. That brought the ocean down. And then I'll just cover a little bit of this land right here. The land got up a little too high. There we go. Okay, so I think I can say that that's done. I want to put a little line on my cloud right there. You should always have a little line between the dark and the light on a cloud so that you can see the bottom of the cloud. You know, and then maybe another little fluffy cloud behind it. That gives you some depth of field if you have another little fluffy cloud behind this cloud. And that looks good. I think I could use another little fluffy cloud right here. Put a little bit more right there. See how that's pushing more into the distance. This cloud here is kind of pushing down this way, which puts it more in the distance. And I think we might even just pick up some of that gold right there.
Hi, Smoky Mountain Man.
Hey, that's a busy guy right there.
He's been very active at his church lately.
Yeah, they've been doing. So.
Summertime is very busy time. Like Scott and Tara are really busy with their grandson's activities throughout the summer. Smoky Mountain Man has church activities, and so we appreciate everybody hitting the replay.
Well, and we've taken the time. I mean, you only got so much time, and you decided to spend it with us. That is an honor.
But I mean, Donny's working on his hours for his early monetization, because he's getting closer to 500 subscribers. So that's early monetization, and then so he needs his hours increased. He's got over 1,600 hours. He needs 3,000. So he's got over half, but for the early.
Man, that's a lot.
But that's, you know, he needs about a little less than 1,400, because it's 1,600 and something you have.
Goodness. Wow. Well, I'm getting ready to sign here.
You've got 1,632, so you...
All right, let's see, do I put it in the water? I think I'll put it over here on the land.
Come out, man. So that's great, Donny. You're on your way.
Let's see. I guess we'll make it kind of a black and green signature over here. Let's do the W first so I don't run out of space like I did one time.
That's not good. Keep painting and keep teaching, Donny. You will get there. Yeah. If people want to hit if people want to hit his paintings and just hit play and start playing some of his paintings, that'll help him get there. Even if you're busy, you know, that'll help him get there.
Thank you.
On the TV or on a tablet or on your phone if you're not using it at the moment.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I'm just putting in a few little black marks. A couple of little, add a little depth of field.
Cher said improving every week, Donny.
Yeah. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. Well, it's fun to make it happen. There's always something to learn, something new to experience. And I'm excited I get to do this. Thank you to the encouragement of my wife and others that said I could. Always go do something that you don't think you can, because you really don't know until you try. You really don't know until you try. And I think anybody could do this. Now, because I've been a painter for so many years, I have a little edge, because I understand how to mix paint and blend paint and things like that, but that doesn't make me better. That just gives me a little bit of an understanding to get the right color going. Yep. I was thinking that just wasn't the right color yellow, so I'm adding a little bit of a gold to it. Give it a little bit more darkness to it. Because the lighter, if you put the lighter on the bottom and dark is above it, then you can see how that makes the cloud look like it's.
Smoky Mountain Man said blue is his favorite color. He loves that.
All right. I know. I'm trying to stop. Stop, Donny, stop. Stop for a stop. I tried to stop painting, but I don't know how. I will try to stop, but I don't know how.
Smoky Mountain Man said, how is your tooth? I've been praying. Mine is still irritated, like achy. How's yours, Donny?
All of my teeth ache. I think my other teeth were like, oh my goodness, now that he's gone, we can all stretch out and move a little bit. And, you know, it's like the rest of my teeth all of a sudden were like, hey, we got room. Let's move. All of my teeth are aching, kind of like when I had braces when I was a kid. That dull ache when your teeth are just, oh. It was terrible. It's like all my teeth are stretching their legs and saying, oh man, now that he's gone, we can move a little bit. And that has not been good. I've not really appreciated that.
He says prayers for relief.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you, the relief is the infection's gone and all that. That's the relief. Yeah, I really like this. I only regret not making these waves a little bit more. See, this out here makes the ocean look like it's going one way, and then these over here make it look like it's going the other way, and that's a mistake to me. But some people won't notice it, but I notice it. So, had I done a wave right here and then one right here, and like this direction, it would have been much better. And I might just change that. I might just, when it's dry, I might just try to add. But the only reason I'm not doing it now is because if I do that with this ocean color here, it won't match here. And then all of a sudden I have to do the whole thing and blah, 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 blah. And I don't want to do that. It's time to go. So, I love you. Remember, Jesus loves you more. And also this week, the Lord showed me something very interesting. He showed the place where I'm at was giving the campers free driveway stones. They could take their trailers and their trucks and go over to this big pile of stones and scoop some into their truck and then put it around their camper. You know, that helps keep your feet dry and it keeps it from being muddy and things like that. And they all did that. But between that pile of stones and their campers was this long 30 or 40 foot stretch of driveway, a gravel drive that's full of potholes. And all of them had to drive through those potholes with their stones to take it to their site. And it was like the Lord showed that to me. And he said something profound to me about being so focused on yourself and so focused on your place in the world, you are passing right by the potholes that you have something with you could fill, that you could fix something, but you're so set on your own agenda, you don't even know realize you're driving over a bunch of potholes. It's shaking the car. It's making the trailer full of stones jump, because it's bouncing over these potholes and it doesn't cross their mind to fill the potholes. And I was just like, wow, God, that is so interesting. We've got potholes in our lives that are on the road to where we're going, and we're so focused on where we're going and what we're trying to do and what we're trying to accomplish for ourselves that we don't realize that the very road that we're traveling on needs something that we have. So when next time you see a pothole, remember, somebody's got to fill that. And sometimes you're the one that can fill the potholes in someone else's life. You're the one that can fill the potholes to make someone else's road or your own road a little easier. And I appreciate God saying that to me. So I'm keeping that in mind for every pothole the rest of my life. And anyway, good night.
Smoky Mountain Man said the tooth issues could have been serious, and he said very profound insight there you had.
Yeah. So I'll be sharing more on that Thursday. This Thursday, I'm going to be teaching on understanding Old Testament commandments in the New Testament. So good night. I love you, and I'm hitting the X before I think of something else to say. Bye-bye, bye-bye, bye-bye.